let's talk about how work is integrated into our lives. Before technology was ubiquitous, before we had laptops and smartphones, most people worked at work. And when they were at home, they did not really work much. And that's gotten a lot harder over time. Now, the reality is that we can work from pretty much anywhere, as long as we've got internet connection. And because we can, we do. There's an expectation, sometimes real, sometimes perceived, that because we can always be connected, that we should always be connected. That because we can send out an email, someone should be responding to that email. And the reality is that some people thrive in an environment where they're always connected to work. They don't think of working life as separate, but they think of work as part of life, and vice versa. They're comfortable answering work emails on the weekend, and they're comfortable taking a personal call from work. We call these people integrators. Integrators have fully integrated work into their lives, and they don't really see the dividing line. On the other side of things, we have people who really like to separate their work life from the rest of their life. When they're at work, they're working, fully focused. And when they're at home, they're at home, not thinking about work. We call these people segmenters. Segmenters don't want to think about work at all when they aren't at work. But when they are at work, they're working hard. They aren't getting a haircut in the middle of a workday, but they aren't answering work emails at the dinner table either. Another way to think of segmenters is as compartmentalizers. And now, here's where it gets really interesting. Approximately 70% of people identify as integrators, but only about half of those who want to be integrators. They feel that they will be happier as segmenters, but they just don't know how to make it work. They feel intense pressure to always be on call, to be connected. Most of us are not integrators, not because that's our natural tendency, but because we've let technology and the possibly perceived expectations of others dictate how we are running our lives. Most segmenters are pretty happy as they are. At the end of this lecture, there'll be a slide with some questions to help you figure out whether you identify as an integrator or as a segmenter. And you probably have a pretty good idea already. However, the really important thing to consider, no matter how you identify, is do you really want to be that way? Knowing how you identify and whether that's what you want will help you build a system for maximal productivity. If you're a segmenter, you know that you'll be more productive when you schedule all of your non-work tasks outside of work hours. It probably stresses you out to take a call from your doctor or friend while you're at work. If that's you, you can simply decide that you aren't going to take those calls at work. You take them on your lunch hour or in the evening after work. And because you've made this decision for yourself, you'll be able to stop the guilt about answering right away. If you're an integrator who would rather be a segmenter, there is hope. I know it seems like the decks are stacked against you, but you can and should start to set some boundaries. Around your work, setting these boundaries will help you be more productive, both at work and at home. Let your boss know that in an attempt to be more focused and productive, you are rearranging your schedule a bit. You will plan to not answer email after you leave work for the day. But then, if there's an emergency, of course, you'll pick up the phone. You can put in place boundaries around your vacations and can even start with baby steps by choosing vacations where you won't have access to cell or internet service at all. Probably find it easier to say that you won't be checking email if you actually can't check email. And if you are an integrator who's happy being an integrator, that's great. But be mindful of context switching. Even though you are comfortable integrating your work life with the rest of your life, make sure to merge similar items together so that you can decrease the mental toll that context switching takes. If you've got a batch of personal tasks that need to be done during business hours, no problem. But make sure to schedule them together. Knowing the difference between an integrator and a segmenter, and which you are, can help you schedule your work in a way that is consistent with your values and lets you get more done at the best times that work best for you. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you found these tips helpful in boosting your efficiency, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. For those of you looking to take your game to the next level, consider checking out the resources in the description to unlock exclusive strategies tailored just for you. And before you go, make sure to check out the next video on our channel for even more insights and techniques to supercharge your efficiency. Remember, with the right tools and mindset, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Until next time, stay focused and stay productive.